Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is about this last week's C's collab theme, which is uh, Irish Week, Green Week, St. Patrick's Week. I can't remember the name of the theme, but the theme was Melt Anything Green Wax. And boy, did I melt this week. Here's my basket, which I'm going to empty. I had such fun with green this week, and I didn't cheat very much because I had enough of pistachio to hold me over. You know, I loved this week just because pistachio is green most of the time, and I had a lot of that, so I had a lot of fun with it. Hope you all are having a good weekend, and hope the weather is warming up where you are. I know we're not done with winter. There'll be another snowstorm or two, but I hope, for the most part, that that's behind us. Okay, I have a good bit of vendors in here. I do want to talk about one thing that I did change. I have a wallflower in Bath & Body Works Laundry Day, which I love this scent. I put this in the master bedroom. This one is Fresh Air, Crisp Eucalyptus, and Soft Lavender. This is just like laundry. It's really good, really strong. I can smell that guy. I'm going to move my tripod back just a hair. There we go. I really like that one, and I can smell it even in the bedroom. You know, when I have my wax going, I can smell that. So that is a powerhouse blend. Okay, where should I start today? Let's do Sassy first. I melted just a few Sassy scents. First one I tried was Take a Bite Out of Grime. This is an older one because, you know, her label is, this has been there, done that. This is Pink Chiffon, Island Fresh Gain, and Blueberry. And, you know, this one, it's a really nice laundry scent, but I am getting a berry, a fruit. It's not necessarily straight blueberry to my nose, but it is a fruit. And I love fruity laundry. It's so good. And the Pink Chiffon puts that little bit of feminine perfume in there. It's just a really good blend. I haven't seen this one offered, but again, I haven't been looking for it. So if you like laundry and you haven't tried this one, this was a really good laundry scent. Next one I melted is Christmas at Santa's. And he's green. I melted this with Charity in mind because this is one of her favorite sassy scents. This one is Pepperberry Wreath, Sugar Cookies, and Marshmallow Fireside. And this is a really good scent. I do like this. And I'm smelling the sweetness of the Marshmallow Fireside on Dominant, but then it's mixed with that Pepperberry Wreath, so it's just a little bit of extra something to Marshmallow Fireside to my nose. I like this. And then when it's warmed up, the Sugar Cookies give you that bakery note. This was a really good blend too. I have a backup brittle of this, but I think I want to wait and melt that when it's winter time again. You know, Christmas time. Let's do Vintage Chic this week. I melted quite a bit of Vintage Chic this week just because I had a lot of green wax of Kirby's that I got through. Trying to... There we go. That's everything. I finished this. This was a little unicorn head of Pistachio Bakery. This one is buttery vanilla, fresh rolled dough, gooey batter, pistachio pudding cake, and a hint of sugared almonds like you just walked into a bakery. This was delicious. I enjoyed this. I melted this exclusively in my office. And this was, I mean, there wasn't a ton of wax in here because it was a little unicorn head. So I chopped this up last weekend, and this is pistachio dominant, but it's really heavy on the almond, which I like. And I don't get cherry from pistachio quite a bit. And I mean, I know that people are realizing I'm the pistachio person, and not all pistachio oils have cherry in it. And if you have a nose that picks up cherry and pistachio, it blends so well with almond, and it blends so well with the other notes that's blended into that particular blend you're talking about. Like in this case, I can smell the dough, I can smell the almonds and the butter. So this is pistachio dominant, but then after about an hour or so of warming it, everything else just kind of melds together, and it's this beautiful almond bakery note. This is a really good blend. I do like this one. Pistachio is a hard scent, though, to describe to somebody. You kind of have to, in my opinion, you have to do trial and error with it. And, you know, you have to try out different vendors to see if they have a cherry note, if they don't have a cherry note, because there's different types of pistachio oils out there. And my nose does not pick up on cherry and pistachio. I know I've said that, but I'm just emphasizing it. If you want to dip your toe into pistachio, you have to give yourself a little bit of trial and error with it. I mean, that's the best way I can give someone advice who's wanting to try pistachio, because I know it can be a little overwhelming, a little scary, just because it's I grew up on pistachio, so I didn't have an issue trying it, but I understand the hesitation with some people. Next one I have is another pistachio blend. This is Bad Guy. This is neon green pistachio pudding cake, waffle cone, and cupcakes. Now this one is more of a mellow pistachio blend. This one has more of the waffle cone, which I love waffle cone. This has more of a waffle cone and the cupcakes that are dominant versus the pistachio pudding cake, which is great. These are all friends together. And if you want to try Kirby's pistachio and you're a little nervous about it, Bad Guy is a good place to start because it's not strong pistachio, if that makes sense. Next one I have is Sanderson Sisters. These notes are caramel, green apple, caramel candy, and green apple, caramel, candy corn, and marshmallows. Man, tongue twister today. This one is caramel apple heavy. I really get the caramel apple, and it's not a red apple, it's not Mac apple, it's green apple, so it's a little bit more tart. I love Granny Smith. I love green apples. They're really, really good. This has the marshmallow in it and that touch of candy corn, which to my nose is a little bit of a honey scent. This is a really good blend. It was a cute little, if you watched my video last week, he was in full form. He was a gingerbread man. That was a good blend. Next one I have is Johanna. This is fresh strawberries blended with rosemary mint shaving cream. And this one I got because this is the very first shaving cream blend that I purchased in my arsenal. I have a ton of wax, but this is the very first shaving cream blend that I purchased. This one, it's shaving cream heavy, but it's got rosemary mint in there. And I will say this one wasn't a crazy good performer for me. It was just okay. But this was poured in October, so it's well and cured, but I'm just not nuts about this one. And I'm going to continue melting it. I will use this. I won't waste it. But I'm just not impressed with this blend. Next is the Warrens. Yummy. This is glazed cinnamon donuts and a warm cup of mulled cider, topped with gooey marshmallows, caramel drizzle, and sweet cinnamon. This is delicious. I love this one. This is like cider lane mixed with marshmallows and a little bit of bakery. This is really good. I like this. I have several other shapes of the Warrens. Very good. Let's do L3 next, because I can't let a week go by without melting L3. L3 is one of my top 3 vendors. And I know that some people get hit and miss with vendors, but I'm with L3, excuse me. But I get good performance from her. I love her blends. I love her customer service. I love all of that stuff. And her affordability too. First one I have is, this was a little sample. This is pistachio cookies, salted caramel, and boom boom cream. This was boom boom cream heavy, and I like that. This was a scent that was in her advent calendar this past Christmas. This is boom boom cream heavy with a little bit of salted caramel. This is very, very good. It's not a pistachio heavy blend to my nose. Excuse me. It's more, like I said, the caramel and the boom boom cream. Very well done on that one. Next one is Shamrock Shake, and I did melt this week. This is creme de menthe and vanilla ice cream. This is a great blend. My husband really, really liked this one. And I will say, to my nose, this was very, very light. And creme de menthe is a powerhouse. And, maybe this is a scent that my post-COVID nose just can't smell anymore. I did buy this before I had COVID last July, and this was really, really, really minty and great. And it has lost potency to my nose. But Marty, my husband, can smell this, and he said it smells like mint and ice cream. So this is spot on. I just personally did not get a lot of performance from it, but if you use my husband's opinion and impression of it, this was a great one. So thanks, Marty. That's my husband. This is Snuggle, Gain, and Cotton Candy. And you know, this one here, it's definitely Snuggle and Gain mixed together, but more Snuggle to my nose. And Cotton Candy just rounds out that sweetness and bumps it up from laundry to sweet laundry. Hope that makes sense to you. This was a nice one. I would probably buy this in either a scoop or a mini loaf. I don't know if I'd like a big giant loaf for that one. Okay, this next one this was my very first loaf that I bought a year ago from Jen. This is pistachio pudding cake, key lime pie, pie crust, and vanilla ice cream. And this, I chopped the loaf up and I put it in 2 bags because the bag that it originally came in, it split, so I had to debag it. So this one here, it's a beautiful mixture of pistachio pudding cake and key lime pie. And key lime pie is, my husband thinks it smells like vomit, so I have to be careful when I melt key lime pie blends in my home. But this one here did not smell like either key lime pie or pistachio pudding cake. They complemented each other very, very well, and it was very well balanced. The addition of the pie crust in there just smoothed everything out and made this a really hell of a blend. I really, really enjoyed this one. If you like something that's a little bit of something different that you haven't necessarily thought to put together, pistachio pudding cake and key lime pie, next time you see this offered by Jen, give it a try. It's a really good bakery blend in my opinion. A couple more from L3. I'm working on the loaf of cupcakes at Tiffany's. I'm not a crazy cupcakes at Tiffany's person. I like it blended in stuff because it does add that bakery depth to either a already bakery scent, or it gives a little bit of something to, pardon a motorcycle, it gives a little bit of something to a blend to give that bakery aspect to it. It's almost 70 here today, so the shorts are out, the flip-flops are out, and the snow's coming later this week. So, you know, a little relief from old man winter. But yeah, this one, I'm not crazy about it, guys, but I know there's a lot of cupcakes at Tiffany's lovers out there, so nothing bad about that. I just like it blended better. Next one from L3 is zucchini bread, vanilla butter, fudge, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and brown sugar. This was a nice zucchini bread blend, but I will say this one was not necessarily zucchini bread heavy. The other stuff in here, especially the brown sugar and the cupcakes at Tiffany's, and even the vanilla butter fudge, toned down that spiciness that you can get from zucchini bread, or even that creamy, I mean, there's spicy zucchini bread, there's creamy zucchini bread. I think Jen's zucchini bread oil is a great blend of both. I get a little bit of spice and I get a little bit of cream, and it's just a perfect blend. Jen's zucchini bread oil is wonderful. This, I can smell the depth of the cupcakes at Tiffany's with the richness of the vanilla butter fudge and then the addition of brown sugar. This was a really good blend. I like that one. Final blend from L3 is Concerts at the State Fair and Mac Apple. I melted the sky down in my kitchen. This is Mac Apple Heavy. Yeah, this is really good. It's Mac Apple Heavy, but Concerts at the State Fair has funnel cake and apple in it and fried Twinkies and just stuff you would get at the fair. You know, that crazy food, fried Twinkies, fried Oreos, all of that garbage that we eat at the fair time in the summer. This was a great blend, and the addition of the Mac Apple was perfect. Just because Mac Apple is such a great fruit scent, and to add it to the bakery part is it's just so smart in my opinion. It's a really good blend. Let's move on to another vendor. I only have a few more scents here, guys. This is Rose Girls. We'll do Rose Girls next. I have Sinus Relief, Eucalyptus, and Peppermint. Now this is going to shock you. This did not smell very strong at all. This was very, very weak to me. And you're probably wondering, what the hell's wrong with you, Ashley? Because it's Vicks, it's eucalyptus, it's peppermint, it's the stuff that opens your sinuses up. And yes, I agree with you. I was very shocked that this did not smell very strong to me at all. If I put my nose over the vessel that it was in, Yes, I could smell it, but did it permeate through my room? Hell no. I was very disappointed with this blend. Very disappointed with this. And luckily this was only a sample, so I'm not really out of anything with it, but that let me down a lot. Next is Gravedigger. This was part of her Halloween sampler last year, Rose Girls. This is Blue Sugar, Sage, Bergamot, and Woods. This one was okay. It's just a masculine scent, and it was a moderate throw. It wasn't blow me out of the house. You know, NASA could smell it, like Carson says. Nothing like that. This one was just, this is a one and done for me. It was just okay. Next one, this is Jumping on Pistachio Clouds. And I will say, Jenny's Pistachio, this one, very punch you in the face pistachio, this Rose Girls blend. But Jumping on Clouds is cup of cake, marshmallow something, and a couple of other things. It's a very nice, soft, soothing bakery blend. When you warm this puppy, the pistachio is the first oil that you smell, but then after an hour or so, pistachio says adios, and this Jumping on Clouds, just this mellow, sweet bakery scent is left in your home. And I really like that, because as much as I love pistachio, I also like other blends that complement the pistachio instead of the pistachio overtaking the blend. And it's a fine line, in my opinion, because pistachio is such a strong oil. Sometimes it can dominate the scent if you don't balance it right with the other oils that's going into it. And I mean, I've been into home fragrance for many, many years, and pistachio is it's hard to find it because it's a really hard one, in my opinion. It's like cinnamon. Cinnamon can overtake your blend unless it's really, really blended well and it complements the other notes that's going into that blend. It's a really tough one. Next one, oh, this is my pride and joy of the week. This is Bodacious Bowser. I love this SOB. This is so good. This is Dunk My Donut, Monster Cookie, Waffle Cone, and Green Apple. And I'm telling you, I can smell this through the bag. This is so good. This is half pie worthy. This is pie worthy. This is truck worthy. This is, in my opinion, it's so good. I get that Monster Cookie and Waffle Cone, the buttery, vanilla, bakery deliciousness of Waffle Cone. With the green apple, that green apple is it's a genius addition to this blend. Because in my opinion, Dunk My Donut, which is I think cinnamon donut, Monster Cookie, and Waffle Cone, I've smelled it before. But that addition of that green apple, damn, Jenny was a genius with this one. I really, 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 really love this blend. I have a backup bag. I'm going to hoard this one because I love it. Hoard it very, very, very loosely because I want to enjoy it. Life is too short not to melt your wax, guys. Don't hoard it. If you don't ever get it again, it's not meant to be. Enjoy your wax. Life is too short. You know, really do whatever makes you happy and do whatever you want in life that makes you happy. But also don't sacrifice your happiness to make somebody else happy, and especially do not rely on somebody else to make you happy. So just because somebody else is hoarding wax doesn't mean you should too. Melt that. You paid for it, you bought it, melt it. And I know I'm getting a little preachy here and I don't want to, but I just see so many people that are afraid to melt their wax because they might not get it again. And it's just like buying a wardrobe of clothes and only wearing the same set of clothes because you're afraid of spilling something on it or ripping something. I mean, don't put your money into something and then let it sit. You know, don't tie your money up in something you're not going to use. That's my little tidbit for the day. Advice from Ashley. So I just had to give him one more sniff. That's so good. So good. I have, this is GG Scented Adventures. I know this bag's been to hell and back. This is Fresh Cut Grass. This is a really good scent. I thought I was going to finish this little bag up, but I think I'm going to leave it for the Bits and Pieces week right at the end, where we take all the bags of the bits and pieces we have and use up those guys. And I have one more here. This is Kitchen Towel. This is Hayden Rowe. It was a little sample ducky that she has. And this one, honestly, I was talking to a friend. This is a lemon heavy scent, but it's lemon herbaceous. It has, I didn't look at the scent. She doesn't have the scent notes on her labels, which is fine. But I know that there's an herb in here of some sort. It's a nice, fresh, clean, but not lemon pledge and not like I'm cleaning my house, but it's a clean, fresh, herbaceous lemon scent. And this is a really good one. I would buy this again. Really good. But that is this week's C's Collab Melting Basket and Empties. And this coming week is Tetris Week, which are things that are hard to store, like clams or scoops or brightly colored wax. You know, Tetris, the game from the 80s and 90s. Everybody knows Tetris. I don't have to tell you that. But I'm going to be uploading my video for the preview of what I'm going to be melting this coming week pretty soon. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. I have a lot of fun content, and not just wax. I do skincare every so often, and my nieces are trying to talk me into doing cooking videos and baking videos, especially when it gets colder again. But we'll see. Don't hold me to it. I'm going to have to get creative with that. So, okay, guys, I hope you have a beautiful weekend and stay safe and happy spring. Talk to you soon.